Hi, welcome to my tube, my YouTube, my the tube, tube in the U. I'm Hayok, I'm a wise clown. I wonder how many people just went, nope. Not this. Next. Anyway, I'm just an empath. I'm just a fool. I live in my heart and my emotions. And, well, I believe in energy and love and light and all that goofy stuff. And I spend a lot of time collecting data. A lot of astrology. Big on astrology. I always have been. My first chart was done at birth on parchment paper. Wouldn't that be a relic now? Whatever that thing is, particleized at, dissolved. Anyway, so I just listened to Rick's report, the astrology this week. I highly recommend him. I endorse and support what he does. And you'll like him too. No, timing is divine, so he's a busy guy. I don't know what his turnaround times are or anything like that. If you want him to do a chart, you can take that up with him, but it's just RIK. And it's all astrologists' information, they collect data too, and they just, they spend a lot more time on placements and things like that. And I just like to collect the feeling of the energy and share, and how it comes into play in my life, and how you can look at your life and how it's coming into play in yours. Because there's a lot of things to take into account as far as our emotions are concerned, and society has put off feeling emotions for too long and tried to cover them up, and now you can't, because we are emotional beings. So this weekend, it's gonna be freaking another opportunity to see how you've grown. That's what I like to call them. Yeah, when most astrologists are always like to preface, I don't like the doom and gloom, but fucking life ain't all rad, dude. Half the country's in a deep freeze right now. More than half. People are experiencing things that they haven't experienced before. They're having an opportunity to see where they've grown. To see where their character really stands. Because people, -60 ain't even safe for, they're like rounding up people, they're recommending that people don't speak. People are experiencing stuff that they've never experienced before. And it's scary. It's been have you noticed a trend with all the, weather patterns and stuff like that? And there's a dialogue with the poles flipping. God, I hope I don't see that. Jeez, I hope I don't see that. I don't want to see that. But I'm not going to be too scared about it. If I see it, I'll handle things if I come. And if I'm supposed to go through it and move through it, then I'll be okay. And if it's my time, it's my time, What are you going to do? People just spend so much time living in their own angst that they create on things that haven't happened. That they don't enjoy the things that are happening right now. And so there's a lot of unbalance. There's a lot of imbalance. I have a feeling it's like we're in like this little mini ice age right now. To give an example of like, okay, we got to really get our shit together. We got to really live communally and live within our means, and all this outside stuff. We got to find a way that isn't the way. People got to start showing who they are by just being kind and generous and loving and thoughtful and helping people out. Not by, look how important I am because, Tiffany and all these freaking jewelers let me borrow their jewelry for red carpet events and all that stuff that doesn't matter. I mean, it's fun to play dress up, don't get me wrong. But it's just, I don't know. There's a different way, and we're getting there. We're having to. People are seeing things that they don't want to see, and that's what causes sickness and it's dis-ease. All disease is dis-ease. Think about it, people. Alcoholism is dis-ease. Drug abuse, people don't have any ease. They don't know how to give it to themselves. They don't know how to take it from people. Because ease is an uncomfortable vibration, because some people have just been so uncomfortable their whole entire lives. People kill themselves because they're tired of being in pain, dis-ease, disease. And then, when you don't speak on how you feel, the dis-ease manifests itself in a physical way. Tonsillitis, all these things. Throat cancer, freaking. And if people spent more time like learning about their energy fields and keeping those in alignment and keeping your body in tune, just by not freaking eating more poison than not in your diet, just by that. But what, that's too hard? That's too hard? Really? People, I'm just seeing a society of lazy people that don't want to do the work, Just sit back and enjoy the ride. No, life is work. You do the work first, and then you play. Yeah. See, and we're even, I woke up this morning, there was a what do you call it? I got a notification for today. And of course, because I wanted it. Right? Tech is glitchy, Cosmic ray health alert. When these come up, I'm like, okay, I get a red flag. I'm like, alright, we're going to be in our fields today. People are going to be extra, wound up a little bit. Everybody's going to be a little extra. And how did that play out? The way my morning started out with Retta, it did not start smooth. But we cleared some air. But we do this, that's why I moved us from Nebraska, because the winters were just too hard on both she and I. And so, but we get antsy, we're physical people. We want to get out and walk around, but it's just been cold and wet. Damn, she doesn't want to go out. So it's like, I want her, we don't have a lot of excess for gas. I have an allowance for that, so we don't get to do a lot. So it's hard to keep her entertained, but once the weather is starting, things are changing, and we'll be able to go on more outings and do more fun things. Make sure Mom has a good time, and I'm going to have a good time while we're doing it, because, life is to be shared and stuff, and she's a lot of fun. She can be when she's not in a bad mood, But sometimes bad moods happen. I just gotta let her in her dignity. But I know, because this cosmic ray health alert came up, I'm like, we're gonna be in her feelings. But I didn't see this until after the rough patch this morning. I was like, oh, that's why. And then Rick's report comes out, the astrology. Oh, that's why. And I knew it. She wanted to. Will you turn on Longmire? Yeah, I will. Knowing how much I freaking hate it, because it puts her in a vibration that makes her like indignant. I listened to the astrology. Oh, that's why. Not that why of any situation matters, but it makes sense. It verifies, this. It's not. I'm not just sitting in the environment just thinking, oh, this sucks, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is why it's happening. It'll pass, because everything passes. Energy always passes. That's why it flows, Friday into Saturday, I'm not even going out. I'm not even going to do it. I'm not. Because I know where my planets are in my chart. And I know it's just best for me. I don't go out after dark much anyway, unless I make a friend and go out. I don't have a reason to go out, But it's out for me out there, and people are freaking crazy. You're walking down the street, people are jumping you, they're taking your coat, people are just disheveled, and it's playing out in a macro level. It is. The dissidence that people are finding, this dis-ease within themselves, because they're acting the way, contrary to what they feel they know is to be right. They're serving somebody else's moral constitution over their own. That creates disease. So I made a comment this morning. I thought it was pretty clever. Benny's all been up in his feels. Oh, I guess it didn't take it. Everybody's just all up in their feels. So yeah, I can't find it. And I hate, by the way, can I just mention how much I hate ads, sponsored ads? I see more of other people's stuff that I don't care to see. I just say hide. I just hide it. But it's just all these ads. I'm like, I can't see all my friends' ad because that's the thing. In a society and a time for other people's ideas. So no, do it how I think you should do it. It's better. I don't tell anybody how to think or do anything here. I share my experience and how it's, you know, I just share my stories of my life, you know. I'm not trying to push anything. I just want people to be okay. I was like, Mom, when I was sharing with Mom this morning, I was really disappointed because someone that I had followed for quite some time, I'm going to end it on this, you know, and now's the season. Spring comes and then all of the events start, you know, the festivals. Well, it's spirituality, you have the festivals too. But $1,200 for 4 days. I was brokenhearted. I'm like, that is so much excess. What do you do with your excess? What are you doing with your excess? And granted, I don't know and I don't see. But I just always wonder what all these people that make all this money, you know, to help people advance spiritually, what do you do with your excess? Mom asked me, what would you do with you? I'm like, Mom, I would invite people and cook for them just to show them how good it feels to eat good, clean food. You know, and just be and hang out and have fun and just have experiences and show them around California and tell them stories and, you know, introduce and hey, and this is how these people help these people and, you know, network, all that good stuff. And she's like, what would you do with anything extra you had? I'm like, I'd give it away. I want to live within my means, so any excess I can give away for people that have no means. And this is in my chart. This is who I am. This is not. You know, I see all these people updating their cameras and their microphones, and I'm like, it's just the message that matters. All that presentation isn't going to add to your message. So if your content is solid, you don't have to worry about the presentation. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.